The individual, here we go. Here we go, sneaking out with the narcotics. Here we go. Look at the long distance this individual is traveling. Is he a smoker now? I think he got something in his mouth. But he just got caught once again. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. And that's the reason why he is parked this far away from his residence. Ready to continue poisoning our community. Indoor, outdoor, recreational facility, golf course. Now he's carrying extra baggage, front and back. Front and back. He is loaded to the teeth. Okay? Please notify your local state police department. This individual is up to no good. You saw how well prepared he is? And obviously, we also have the dollar store owner still hanging around. Dollar store owner does not want to be bothered. There we go. Please notify your local state police department. This vehicle is carrying a large amount of narcotics, guys. Okay? Get involved. It is worth your time and effort. We were able to capture him once again on video. They have changed his schedule. Okay? But I wasn't here during the day, so I don't know. This individual is in charge of 5132 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60204. Once again, trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. Please notify your local state police department. Okay? There we go. He's off. And this time we didn't get no eye contact. Oh, there's a female. There's a female sneaking up behind me. She lives at 5139. Oh. A little community gang stalking. Whose vehicle is that? Oh, that's this vehicle right here. Instructions given on command signal to create some type of diversion. Way too late because we already got. There we go. We already have on video the person in charge of 5132, but obviously this is the reason why it is categorized as state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. These vehicles are specifically equipped with special exhaust sounds, okay, to manipulate the victim's psyche. Attacking, this is measured with a scale called social acting equals reaction response. That measures the victim's emotional disturbance state of mind. Obviously, instructions were given on command signal. Once we started recording. There is activity on the second floor, but they have new tenants there. Okay, they have new tenants, and they do have an air conditioner. And for now, I guess that's it. The individual is warming up the vehicle as if it's below zero outside. It's continuous. It's hot. It's hot. And obviously, this is their true intention is attacking the victim's psyche. State fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. Of course, this is Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic and Town of Cicero officials working on a harassment case against me. And obviously, that's why it's categorized as the game of manipulation, daily plan attacks, entrapment, for entrapment purposes. That's what we got so far. At 5:40 p.m., Monday, June 8th, 2026. That's what we got. You can see the intent behind it. Okay, so you can pretty much see on your own what is taking place I gotta get back to my cooking. But you can see what's taking place here. This is ongoing. Thomas Cicero officials working on a harassment case against me. Who is harassing whom? There we go. So we do have the individual coming out. Obviously social acting. Pretty young individual. And you can see this is social acting. Opening, closing the door. It is catfish. There you go. You can see it is a very young individual. Obviously a little bit of money on the side, and addiction plays a very big role when it comes to state fraud. There we go. So this is catfish. Very young individual, knowingly or unknowingly a participant of this type of crime activity, as far as preconditioning the victims to respond. And the consequences, of course, are very severe under doctor's care. Okay? All this information is on our social media platform. 5:41 p.m., Monday, June 8th, 2026. We are standing by, and we just got the individual 5132. That's the reason he was instructed to park that far of a distance as far as the gray truck. Okay, the gray truck. And this individual was a little late as far as creating a diversion, a distraction. He was supposed to do that before I came to the window, so I focused on him rather than the truck. So it wasn't well thought out. The dollar store owner is moving, like I suggested, a block away, next to Wendy's, on Cermak and Laramie. Okay? Cermak and Laramie. Looks like, I believe that's him. Let's see if that's him. Let's see if that's the dollar store owner. Looks like he's having a hard time coming out of that parking lot, even though he's the only one there. He's having a difficult time facing the music. There we go. He's having a difficult time facing the music. Look at that. There's nobody there. But he's stuck. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what to do. He's closing the window. You saw that? He's not too friendly. That's the dollar store owner under the influence. He's having a difficult time parking. Having a difficult time parking. Oh, look at that. He is with his grandchild. Trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics involving children. How about that? That's one of the reasons why organized crime surrounds themselves with children to avoid any suspicious activity. Having a difficult time. Gotta face the music. Gotta face the music. That's a good example to your grandchild. Good example to your family member. That's how you do it. Obviously, that is a distraction away from 5130 and 5132, where the transaction of narcotics is taking place. And of course, he's also doing trafficking as well. Remember, the dollar store owner has passed on his business to a family member to avoid the paper trail. Okay, just a block away, he will be moving, and this is the reason why the mob, Board of Education, District 99 female employee is involved to cover up the paper trail. That's right. This is the reason why 5130 does not display no address or work permit to avoid any association of wrongdoing by town of Cicero officials and our current mayor, Larry Dominic. All right, well, you guys saw the dollar store owner. Obviously, he does not know how to react in public. Okay, he's supposed to ignore. He's not supposed to be concerned about me knocking on my own window. That's my business. But he's reacting and he's responding. He does not know what social acting is. Okay, 547. If I see somebody knocking on the window, do you think I'm going to stay there and argue with him? That's not my business. Whatever you do inside your residence is nobody's business, guys. 5:47 p.m., Monday, June 8th, 2026. Dollar store owner threatening life. There's a reason why I'm being subjected to lethal high-level frequencies electromagnetic field waves. Subscribe to Tech Ingredients YouTube channel, Tech Ingredients. Obviously, anything happens to me, this is how they're going about it. You want to get rid of somebody? You attack the brain electronically from any electrical source outlet. You want to get away with the murder? Well, you have to implement exactly what's going on here on a daily basis. Community gang stalking, okay? A young teenager participating, and the dollar store owner provoking a confrontation, okay, from time to time. And obviously, that's the reason. Well, I'm about to eat, guys. But look, take a good look. This is organized crime. My ex-wife is in Mexico, okay? She's in Mexico. And the reason she's in Mexico, look at what they did. They painted the whole window frame, but look at what's going on there, okay? This is Town of Cicero officials and Larry Dominic, town mayor, signed contract with the Martinez family, daily plan attacks, state fraud, mental health hospital, inpatient entrapment. And look it over there. See that? Intentions are very clear, okay? Very clear. And that's why this is a misuse of taxpayers' emergency revenue funds. Bad. I'm not going to open up the door. Well, let me show you. I can do that from here. Here we go. Look at the extent of the damage my ex-wife did. Obviously, under duress conditions, she has no idea what's going on. And this is exactly what Town of Cicero officials are working on. Mind games. Okay, remember, my ex-wife could not come in. She was concerned. Community gang stalking in the background. She was concerned. And she began hitting the door with a weapon. See that? Deep gashes. Obviously, she has no idea what's going on. And that's the weapon that she used. See that? Right there. So that's the reason why Town of Cicero officials feel, and I have to put the blender out there because of the high frequencies. Okay? That's the reason why Town of Cicero officials feel so confident they can get away with my murder. Okay? Behind enemy lines, plenty of second character witnesses. Okay? This is organized crime, okay? They're able to manipulate businesses, remain in control, and silence arbitraries. What can I say? This is it. This is it. And we have various scenarios of the police officers attacking me, not physically, psychologically. That's right. They give him a manipulation. They plan attacks, entrapment. All right, so for now we're moving on. As far as the individual 5132, he has changed. They changed his schedule for this time. Okay, obviously I wasn't here all day. Okay, I don't know why they switched his schedule at the same time frame that I'm home. That doesn't make sense to me. They should have gave him the go, but I think he's already made several trips. Okay, this is just another one. That's exactly what happened. He wasn't waiting for me. He made several trips already. And this is another one, okay? They're sitting on a mountain of you-know-what. We're trying to follow community family guidelines. All right, so that's it. 5:51 p.m., Monday, June 8th, 2026. You guys saw the dollar store owner reacting and responding and panicking. That is no way for a grown man, adult, to be acting in front of his young family member, okay? Obviously, the reason the children are always in the pictures, always in the videos, is because organized crime surrounds themselves with children to avoid any suspicious activity. Very similar to the Hawthorne track race horses. They surround themselves with animals, as far as horses, to avoid any suspicious activity, as far as long-range trafficking, distribution, and packaging of narcotics. The female, 5139 Trap House, has been instructed to park there. Okay, she has no business parking there, of course. But even though it's a female, this is a provoked confrontation. Okay, and we do have from time to time the Martinez family and homeowner Martinez wife, and that's pretty much it. I really don't see anything. This is our neighbor. 5135 next door Trap House. Homeowner Martinez black 4-door Jeep. And the Ford Mustang taking out the identification of the front. Okay. And other than that, that is pretty much it. Moving on. Get involved, guys. It is worth your time and effort. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS. Post the date January 8th, 2025. We file the petition with a tax preparer, tax evasion regarding 5132. We're trying to update this information if we have to. Obviously, once it's placed in the record, we really don't have to update it. So we're trying to figure out what is unnecessary. But obviously, what's really necessary is for the public to get on the phone, okay? The public. Sure, I can call the IRS, but if the public does it as well, the numbers add up, okay? We're trying to make these government agencies take note of what's going on here in town of Cicero. A disregard for public safety, as far as the trafficking and distribution and packaging of narcotics involving children, and Hawthorne track race horses. And of course, organized crime is responding by simply, well, look at the dollar store owner. He is passing the business to a family member to avoid the paper trail. That's how you do it, making sure there's no loose ends. Look at what's going on, 5130. No work permit displayed to avoid any association, blame, or wrongdoing. That's how you do it. And look at me. They tried to make me respond by covering up the windows for documentation purposes of mental health issue illness to avoid any association or blame once I become ill. So they have a safeguard for everything. But we shall see how well that works out. We're going to find out. All right, we're moving on for now. Getting ready to enjoy my evening dinner. And of course, we're getting ready for tonight. We do have a new employee on the second floor. And organized crime is still sneaking in without a work permit Obviously, they're not working. They are reloading narcotics, and they continue using Hawthorne track race horses on video. Okay? It's a white utility work van that you won't see on video because they're always hiding the white utility work van. But you will see the driver. He goes in and out. Okay? 5:55 p.m. Monday, June 8th, 2026. Okay?